Hello and welcome to the Leverage Edu YouTube channel. Let me begin with a question. What do we need to work in the UK right after completing our studies? If your mind too has the same question, then this video is just for you. Today we are going to talk about student work visas in the UK that also act as a work permit for students right after completing their studies abroad. The flow of the video would be in the following manner. We will first discuss what is a student work visa in the UK. Then we will be proceeding towards the difference between a student work visa and a student visa. Nextly, we will be discussing post-study work visa policy in the UK, and lastly, we will discuss how to apply for a post-study work visa in the UK. So, let's begin. What is a student work visa? A student work visa is also called the post-study work visa. Actually, if you're going abroad as a student, your visa process has various stages. You have to go for a course with a student visa or Tier 4 visa as it is called in the UK. Once the course is over, you can no longer stay or work on a student visa. This is the time you have to apply for a post-study work visa. This visa is also known as the graduate visa in the UK and is valid for a duration of 2 years. But if you already have an offer letter for a permanent position, then you can apply for a skilled worker visa or a general work visa directly. Recently, Suella Braverman, the British Home Secretary, has proposed a new idea to shorten the duration of the graduate visa to 6 months. Though this is just in discussions right now, the international students are getting stressed over it. But there are several reasons this is unlikely to happen. And even if it does, it will not affect the scenario. So they need international students to fill those vacancies. So even if the duration is reduced, the sectors and the companies that require employees will fasten their process of recruitment. A student visa is for a student to complete their studies abroad. They are allowed to work part-time but with their studies and be a part of the recruitment drives. This is different from a post-study work visa. How? The post-study work visa comes in when the course is over and the student might or might not have a job in hand. This visa allows them to stay in the UK without any compulsion of educational endeavors or professional purposes. Now, let's have a look at some other benefits of post-study work visa. With a post-study work visa, number 1, you can stay in the UK. Number 2, you can look for work. Number 3, you can also work on this visa. Number 4, you can do voluntary work as well, and you can be self-employed too. To add on, you can also travel abroad and be back on a post-study work visa. Now let's discuss post-study work visa policy in the UK. To apply for a post-study work visa in the UK, the candidate must not have left the UK after their studies, and their student visa tenure should not have been over yet. Glad to tell you that there is no need to produce any proof of funds or English proficiency test scores for a graduate visa. However, your education institute should produce proof of completion of your course, and for a course of less than 12 months, you are required to stay and have studied in the UK while pursuing the course. So that's no rocket science, right? So let's proceed to the last section of this video, how to apply for a post-study work visa in the UK. To apply for a post-study work visa, one has to submit their documents online. You can use the UK Immigration ID Check app by logging into the UK Visa and Immigration account and scanning the BRP or Biometric Residence Permit on the app. Before applying, make sure that your photographs and fingerprints are registered at the UK Visa Citizenship Application Services. You will also need to pay an application fee of €715 or approximately 62,000 rupees. If the visa is granted, an immigration health surcharge of €624 or approximately 54,000 rupees will also have to be submitted. Submit all other necessary documents like the proof of completion of studies, etc., and then it is up to the authorities. Most frequently, the decision from the UK visa application offices comes within 8 weeks of application. Don't worry if your student visa is expiring soon, as in the waiting period, you will be allowed to stay in the UK as it is even if your visa expires. That was all for this video. If you have any questions or suggestions for us, please feel free to drop a comment. Stay tuned to know more about the Study Abroad program by subscribing to our channel and pressing the bell icon to avoid missing on our next video.